Hi. So I've been training in Spain together with Wim, and I connected with Brett there. And this is especially for Brett, but it concerns probably a lot more people that are practicing the Wim Hof method. So Brett is the functional neurologist that I've been making a video with, and Brett, it's an honor to be able to help you out. You know, like you've helped me, now I help you. Thank you for this. Okay, so Brett has been practicing the Wim Hof method at home, and he has a few questions. So first of all, how much is too much? I'm doing the breathing every day, sometimes twice a day. Is there a limit, or should we set a limit? Should I take a break? Instead of doing it every day, should I take a day off? Well, there's really no limit, so you can do this as often as you want. But having said that, you know, like the daily dose is 4 rounds a day. This is just enough to keep you healthy. However, do you have like a serious illness, like a friend of mine, Jonathan Greenfeld, who is not suffering from ALS, but he has ALS, but he has a very strong mind. If I would have any autoimmune illness, I would do 4 times a day. I would do breathing sessions of probably more than 4 rounds. But there's essentially no limit. However, you know, you want to take care of your own feeling, because through the breathing you can remove blockages, and that can be energetically a bit of a challenge. So no limit, but if you feel nauseous or like agitated, this is maybe a sign that you've been doing too much breathing, and then I would just stick to 1 times 4 rounds a day. Yeah, so essentially no limit, but what you're feeling, if you feel nauseous or agitated, this is probably a sign that you are removing blockages from your body, and you want to take it a bit careful. You know, like baby steps is always better than pushing through your limits. All right? Okay, next question. I'm doing the 4 rounds of 30 to 40 basic breathing. What is everybody else doing? Well, I don't know, okay? And is there a next level or step in the process, especially related to breathing? Well, when you look at the physiology, I think the basic breathing is like the most intelligent, more intelligent than the power breathing. So the difference between the two is, if you do the power breathing, you activate your sympathetic nervous system more, and you get like more of an adrenaline rush. So this can be very beneficial if you suffer from a fever or some illness. Other than that, the basic breathing with holding your breath as long as possible is more beneficial, because temporarily you get like a lower oxygen level when you're breathing, when you're holding your breath, and this is very beneficial. First of all, it's not dangerous because it's temporal, but it's very beneficial because according to what I understand, and Brett, question to you, do you agree with this? When we have like a temporary shortage of oxygen, then certain hormones, EPO or APO, is released, and that creates more red blood cells. So that's my choice for doing the basic breathing over the power breathing. More red blood cells, more oxygen in your blood, and better release of oxygen to your muscle tissue. General health goes up. All right. So personally, I would stick to the basic breathing, unless you have some kind of illness. Then you want to temporarily go more into your sympathetic and release that adrenaline, because that is suppressing your immune system. Okay. I'm gonna talk. I'm a bit enthusiastic, and I had a lot of coffee, so I feel I'm a little bit over sympathetic, so I'm gonna try to talk a bit slower. All right. I'm doing the ice bath once a week. Should we do them more frequently or less? Okay, maybe you remember that if you do 2 minutes of ice bath, up to 6 days later you have more white blood cells and less inflammation. And that shows in less inflammatory proteins. If you have a general health that is okay, once a week is enough. And again, if you suffer from, like I have two friends or two people I know that have arthritis rheumatoid. And if you have that, you want to do every day an ice bath. And there's one guy I know who does the breathing and ice bath every day. And it's not that his arthritis is gone, but like 90% of the pain is gone, so he can do his work again. The other guy that I know does cryotherapy 5 times a day. He doesn't do the breathing, but same story, 90% of the pain is gone. So once a week is enough, but if you have some form of illness, do it as much as you can every day or a few times a day. However, always take care of your body, because I have developed a Raynaud finger from too long ice bath, so now I'm taking it way more easy, always max 2 minutes. And I often keep my hands out as well, because it's just this finger is sensitive now. My gut is telling more. Well, Brett, go ahead. I did an ice bath at 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 0 to 1 degree Celsius. Is there an optimal temperature? Not really. It's just below 18 degrees, your brown fat is already activated. So if you would be in a bath of 18 degrees, you would have to spend a long time to get the same result as, for example, 2 minutes in a bath of 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Should we mix it up? Well, not really. Like 33, 38 degrees is both good. And then your next question, I'm sitting in a bath between 5 to 10 minutes. That is a long time, Brad. I feel like we were told that 2 minutes is fine. Yes, it is. Well, basically this is it. 2 minutes is enough, like to create all the health benefits. So more is okay, but then there's no more, as far as I know, there's no more extra health benefits. Okay, so you can do that, but that would be more of a mental challenge. And then you're saying, I don't calm down until the 3-minute mark. That's interesting. Because personally, I calm down pretty fast by just slowing down your breathing, like really do your best, like breathe like. Well, it could be even slower, but say like 2 times a minute, you calm down immediately. I calm down immediately. And 3 minutes, I'm getting too cold, but I really don't have any fat, so my body gets cold more easily. And Brett is saying, I feel I'm not ready to get out until 8 to 10 minutes. Well, every body, like every space body is different. So if this works for you, it is fine. However, if after the bath you have a severe after drop, so you're shaking, and if your fingers get white, you want to take it more easy. But if this works for you, that's fine. And I know Wim puts people in an ice bath the first day 10 minutes. Personally, I don't always have to agree with Wim. It's cool that everybody can do that, but I think it's a bit extreme. So I'm generally a bit more softer teacher, where I say 2 minutes, get out, warm up, go in again. So that may be a very good idea for you, Brett, to do the 2 minutes and then get out. Then warm up, not with a hot shower, you don't need a towel, but just with the horse stance. And then go back in the bath again for 2 minutes and do this dipping. And this dipping is way more challenging than just sitting in an ice bath and staying there for 5 or 10 minutes. So I think that would be interesting to do, like also because we kind of learn in our life to push it. It's never good enough. You always have to get higher marks. And I don't have to tell you, we're all from the same world. And personally, I believe in baby steps. So if you want to do 2 minutes once a week is more than enough. If you feel like doing more, it's totally fine. But then I would suggest to dip. So go in 2 minutes, get out. Am I okay? Go in again. And especially because you say that you don't calm down until the 3-minute mark. So that is interesting for you to train. Yeah, if the first 2 minutes are difficult, I would focus on that. So that's my advice to you. 2 minutes, get out and dip as much as you can. If you're shivering, you don't get in anymore. Yeah, if you get white fingers, you have gone too far. And it's not that you immediately suffer from Raynaud, but you can go too far with ice bath. Of course, I don't have to tell you. Okay, I hope this is clear, and thanks for your questions. If there's anybody else who has a question about the Wim Hof method, practicing at home, or whatever, the breathing, just let me know. You can send me a email at zenfromastamsterdam@gmail.com. I'm now in Brazil, by the way, so this is my traveling email. So that's ZAN, Zen from the Japanese, Zen, and then from Amsterdam @gmail.com. And any other comment or remark, always welcome. I'm especially interested in this idea that if we have a temporarily low oxygen level, that we make this hormone EPO and we create more red blood cells. If there's any doctors who have specialized knowledge about this, please let me know, because I'm a forever student, so I want to keep on learning. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Wish you a great day, and I hope this helped.